to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing another day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Dogecoin today. I haven't looked at this coin previously, so I'm gonna give you a technical analysis on what to expect from Dogecoin during the next couple of days. We can see here that Bitcoin has been stalling in this area around 21k up and down. We see an interesting thing here on the 1 hour time frame, which is a big wick to the upside and getting rejected down to the downside. Does this mean that we are in a distribution from the market maker and that they're gonna reverse price to downside? Well, let's look at the charts. So first of all, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I've drawn off the market maker structure right here to the left, as you can see, and we have completed, in my opinion, the 3 hits to the upside, which is the start of our impulsive move to the upside by the market makers, where they induce traders to go long. They do this in 3 steps to the upside with 3 retraces, and at the top they usually perform somewhat of a double top formation, and this works on every time frame. I'm using the 1 hour time frame, which is the most common one which people trade of. And as you can see, we are somewhat completing a double top formation, and as I told you in my last video on Monday, we need to break this low right here at 2228. If we break that, we have completed double top formation and we can continue our ride to the downside, because we are overextended to the upside, and I think we need a little bit of a retrace before we continue up. If we still continue up, I mean, the crash is gonna be pretty hard in my opinion. So this is what I expect from Bitcoin going forward. We have volume candles to downside. As I told you, this is the first one to the downside, which is at 20k approximately, and we could continue as low as to recover what we just started from at 17k. And I'm going to show you why I think 17k will be a potential retrace bottom in the next impulsive wave. But I'm going to show that to you later. It's basically there are more liquidations to the downside than to the upside. And if Bitcoin still continues higher than this high at 21.6k, we could top out at 22.4, or if we continue even higher and a lot of FOMO happens, we could continue up to 23.2. I don't think we will go higher than that because we need a retrace in order. So if we continue with the news events for this week, we can see that we have the World Economic Forum annual meeting taking place in Davos, Switzerland. They're going to continue with that during this whole week. I don't think anything's really gonna happen related to that. There's high security there, and they just basically sit in hotels and go on meetings and make business deals. So if anything's gonna come out of this, we can expect it in a couple of weeks if they decide to crash the market or pump the market. However, we do have the PPI numbers coming out from the US today, which could move the markets if it's very bad for the inflation, basically. So if we get something above 0.1%, that's generally not a good indication for inflation slowing down. So that's what we can expect from today. And we have the unemployment claims coming out tomorrow, and on Friday we have retail sales and existing home sales. Basically not market movers. PPI numbers could be a market mover, but I think we will hit the target of 0.1%. And now comes why I think the next impulsive wave down will be to 17k. This is the main reason, because we do have a lot of liquidation points to the downside than to the upside. As you can see here, this cluster is really big. There's a lot of people going to get liquidated if price moves to 17k. A lot of people have been going long, and as you can see, a lot of money is to the downside. And as you can see, we counted it earlier during my last day trading update, that we said we were about $1 billion in this cluster of 17K. As you can see, it's grown. This candle right here is at $200 million, approximately 200 million. This big one is at 203. Yeah, $1 billion is in this area of 17K. So I do expect a retrace down. I think we could bottom out at 17K again. Let's take a look at Dogecoin. We can see that we have an interesting pattern going off. This kind of looks like a double top formation. It's pretty clear if we break this high of 0.9262, then it's invalidated. But I think we might recover half of this volume candle left, so we could go up to 0.9 exactly, 0.09, and that is where we might reverse down to the downside with confluence if Bitcoin's price moves to the downside as well. And we do have, we do have a lot of volume candles to the downside as well on the 1 hour time frame, which we could recover. As you can see here, a lot of volume candles have not been recovered in this area to the downside, and I think we could bottom out in this area for Dogecoin at 0.06, because we will move according to the market maker structure. We could move down to this volume candle right here, recover some of those to the upside, go to the next one, recover some of those to the upside, and then move down to this area, and that is where we potentially might bottom out and create a double bottom formation. But I think we need to break this low first to complete the double top formation, and that is where you get a confirmation on your trade basically. It's at this point right here at 0.0815. That is where you want to go short and wait for a candle closing below this point right here, and you could have a nice shorting opportunity down to $0.06 for Dogecoin. We do also have a lot of volume candles to the upside which hasn't been filled. The close one is right here at 0.09, and if we break that, we could go up to $0.1 in the next impulsive wave up. However, I do not expect it. I do expect a double top formation because Bitcoin is getting exhausted, and a lot of altcoins have been performing this double top formation, and they are also looking exhausted because volume is dropping, as you can see here. So I expect a little retrace. That's healthy. As you know, you do not want to get a big green candle up because the red one is going to be even bigger to the downside. That's it for today's day trading update. None of this was financial advice. It was also educational and entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. I will see you on Friday. Big Boss out.